Hello everyone, Melanie Karnacki here. I'm going to be talking to you during my tea time about different herbal teas. I'm going to be talking about nettle leaf, be talking about red raspberry, I'm going to talk to you about red clover as well as oat straw. So these teas are very beneficial. You can have them individually, but you can also combine them as well. I'm streaming on a few different places, so if you see me looking in a few different spots, that's why. Also as well, I'm going to be referring to my notes. So let's start with, I'll show you some of the teas that I have here, but first I wanted to mention that before introducing teas to your lifestyle, that it's important to be aware that some herbs might interact with some medications, supplements, maybe if you're putting something topical on your body, the ingredients in that could be an issue with some herbs. So it's best also as well if you're pregnant or breastfeeding to check with your doctor or maybe your health care practitioner before you make any of these changes. So throughout this, let me know if you have any questions or comment. I'd be glad to let you know my thoughts on that. As well, you can always ask me some questions after. So yeah, in terms of what types of herbs to have, when I talk about herbal teas, I'm talking about dry teas. So those are, the herbs, the plants are dried, and it's beneficial to have organic, wild harvested, or local if you can. Even if you're one for doing herbs in the garden, you could also, hang that to dry in your home, have that dry, and then make teas from that. That's another option. So I wanted to read you some information that a holistic nutritionist that I know, I was at her home for a kitchen class, and one thing we talked about was really cool was herbal teas. We talked about a tea infusion, and she let us know some of the benefits of that. So I'm going to read that to you right now. Let me just check if there's any questions here as well. Okay. So the first herb I want to talk about is oat straw. So oat straw is an excellent source of calcium. It strengthens the bones, hair, nails, and teeth. It nourishes our nervous system. It helps with relaxation and can promote sleep. It nourishes and strengthens our liver. It stabilizes our blood sugar. And yeah, so that's oat straw. And then the nettle leaf, it's a great herb for our whole system. It nourishes and strengthens the endocrine glands, including our ovaries, and for the gentlemen, testes. The nettle leaf is also helpful for our nervous system, our circulatory system, our digestive system, and our kidney and our lungs. And nettle promotes joint health, stabilizes blood sugar, and provides iron. The next herb I want to talk about is the red clover blossoms. So if you're not able to find red clover blossoms, you can also find red clover that's cut. And it's nourishing and alkalizing herb that purifies the blood, making it excellent support for supporting healthy growth. It promotes joint health and eases inflammation. It helps our endocrine and our liver balancing and promotes healthy skin. And red raspberry leaf, it's a mineral rich, and it generally strengthens the whole system, particularly the reproductive system, and it helps build resilient bones, teeth, blood, and tissues. And I talked about peppermint a few weeks ago, but I did want to mention that peppermint can be added to this recipe that I'm going to talk about. Hello to everyone that's joining. I'm just talking about some of the herbs that we can combine together and make a tea. So with these, as you can see when I was reading off, a lot of them benefit a lot of our system, a lot of our organs, our hair, and our skin. So skin is the largest organ in our body, and we require water for our hydration as well as many of the body processes. So water, we can find that maybe it's plain. I know for myself, I find water to be plain, but it's nice that, if you introduce some herbal teas, that's a great option for fluids throughout your day. So these teas can be warming for circulatory system, but also as well, some teas are great. They can be calming to our nervous system. So the different teas, you can have them either as flower, bark, or leaves. The ones that I have in this tea are all leaf. So this is what the red raspberry leaf looks like. Very similar to, I got the red clover. It's not the blossoms. This is crushed or sifted, I think that's what it's called. And this is the nettle leaf. And the oat straw. Excuse the lighting there. Okay, and it's optional to put peppermint in this infusion. So basically, I'm going to go over the recipe briefly, but it is on my website. I'll direct you there after, and it'll be in also a link below. So basically, this herbal tea infusion, it has the nettle leaf, red raspberry, and red clover. It also has the oat straw, and it's optional if you want to put peppermint or not. So you combine these all in a jar or container, and you store it in your cupboard. And then when you're ready, you just mix the herbs and you pour just boiled hot water over top of it, and it could steep for an hour to 4 hours. And then you strain it, and then you reheat it as you need it. I prefer to reheat it. If you want, you can have it at room temperature. And yeah, you can start with a half a cup to a cup a day, and see how you feel. And do this for a few days, maybe a week or longer, and it really can help your body in many ways. So, yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I really don't plan to talk too much about the herbs in depth here. Just wanted to introduce them to you briefly. So on my website, let me just see the questions over here on this camera. Okay. So on my website, I have 2 different blog posts. One of them is titled Herbal Teas for Healthy Skin and Overall Well-Being. So in that, I talk about some of the stuff I talk about today. That's obviously more in depth. And then that leads you to my recipe for this herbal tea I've been talking about, Herbal Tea Infusion, and as well part 1. So you can go to melaniekarnacki.com, and then under recipes, I'll have the recipes. And then in terms of the 2 blog posts, it's under my Inspirational Blog. Hey, Jamie, thank you. Yeah, so with these, in terms of purchasing your herbs, you can purchase them at an apothecary type store. That's like a herbal type store. You can buy them loose, like in bulk, like I have, and then I tend to transfer them to my glass jars, store them in the cupboard. And yeah, if you haven't tried them before, try and buy in small portions, because that way you can see if you like the taste or not. And yeah, have fun with, mixing different ones and see how you like that. And you can either have it plain, or either you can add some honey. It's up to you what you want to do. Yeah, so the recipe and information is there for you. I hope you might start introducing teas. As you can see, they benefit our body or many, many ways, our organs, our liver, our blood sugar, our nervous system. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions, and if you start having some teas, and if you like the teas. Yeah. All right. That's it for now, unless anyone has any questions. All right. Thank you. Be well. Enjoy your day. Thanks, Jamie.